Have you ever wondered what it actually takes to become a millionaire? I'm not talking about winning the lottery or inventing the next billion-dollar app. I'm talking about doing it with nothing more than a regular job, the kind of 9-to-5 that millions of people work every single day. At first, it sounds almost impossible, right? How could an average salary possibly add up to $1 million? But here's the surprising truth: it can. In fact, ordinary people reach millionaire status all the time, and most of them aren't entrepreneurs, athletes, or celebrities. They're everyday workers, teachers, electricians, nurses, engineers, people who simply learned how to use their paycheck wisely. Today, I want to break down exactly how you can make your first $1 million with nothing more than your job, a plan, and some patience. First, let's clear up a myth. When you picture a millionaire, you probably imagine someone driving a luxury car, living in a huge house, and vacationing in the Maldives every summer. But reality looks very different. Books like The Millionaire Next Door showed us that the average millionaire isn't flashy at all. They often live in normal neighborhoods, drive cars that are years old, and don't spend their money just to impress others. Most of their wealth is hidden in investment accounts, not parked in the driveway. In fact, Fidelity Investments reported that there are now more than 400,000 retirement millionaires in North America, and the vast majority of them never earned giant paychecks. What they did have was discipline. They saved consistently, invested wisely, and avoided the trap of overspending. So if you're thinking, my paycheck isn't big enough for this, let me challenge that thought. It's not about how much you earn, it's about what you choose to do with it. This is where compounding comes in, the quiet engine that turns small amounts into huge sums. Imagine this: you invest just $500 a month into a simple index fund. Historically, the stock market has returned about 8% per year. At that pace, in around 30 years, you'll cross the $1 million mark. That's $500 a month, about the cost of dining out a few times or a couple of subscriptions you don't really need. Now, what if you push that to $1,000 a month? Suddenly, you're looking at hitting millionaire status in just 20 years. And here's the crazy part: you don't even have to invest forever. If you start at age 25 and consistently invest $1,000 a month for 20 years, then stop completely, compounding will still keep working in the background. By the time you retire, you'd have more than $2 million, even though you stopped investing decades earlier. That's why people say compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. So if compounding is this powerful, why isn't everyone a millionaire? The biggest reason is lifestyle inflation. Think about it. You start out earning $50,000 a year and you live within that budget. Then you get a raise. Maybe now you're at $70,000 or $80,000. Instead of investing that difference, you upgrade your car, move to a bigger place, and start buying fancier clothes. Before long, your spending has grown just as fast as your income, and you're still living paycheck to paycheck. This is lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the biggest wealth killers out there. The trick is simple but powerful. Lock in your lifestyle at a comfortable level and invest the raises instead of spending them. You'll still enjoy life, but every extra dollar is now buying you freedom instead of fleeting luxuries. Another overlooked piece is your career itself. Have you ever thought of your career as your greatest wealth-building tool? Because it is. Let's do some quick math. If you earn a $10,000 raise and you invest that raise every single year for 30 years, you're looking at well over $1 million just from that one raise every year. That means negotiating for promotions, switching companies when it makes sense, and developing high-demand skills can literally accelerate your path to millionaire status. Think of it this way: cutting out coffee might save you $1,500 a year. Learning how to negotiate a $10,000 raise could save you 20 years of waiting. So don't just show up to work for a paycheck. Treat your career like a business and make it work for you. Now let's talk about investing. This is the part that a lot of people overcomplicate. The truth is, you don't need to pick hot stocks or gamble on crypto to build wealth. Most millionaires don't do that. The proven path is boring but effective. Put your money into retirement accounts like a 401k, IRA, TFSA, or RRSP, and buy low-cost index funds or ETFs. Then leave it alone and let it grow. Even Warren Buffett, arguably the greatest investor of all time, has said that the average person is better off buying an S&P 500 index fund and holding it forever. Wealth isn't built by timing the market, it's built by spending time in the market. Boring works. But maybe you're thinking, I don't want to wait 30 years. That's where side hustles come in. A side hustle isn't just about extra money, it's about creating an accelerator for your wealth. Even an extra $500 a month from freelancing, tutoring, or reselling items online can add up to nearly $300,000 in 20 years if you invest it. Combine that with what you're already saving, and suddenly your timeline to millionaire status shrinks dramatically. And the beauty is, you don't have to rely on the side hustle. It's just bonus fuel to get you there faster. Of course, none of this works if you're drowning in debt. If you're paying 20% interest on a credit card, no investment can outrun that. Paying off high-interest debt is like removing ankle weights before a race. It frees you to actually move forward. Once you're out of debt, every dollar you earn has the power to grow instead of being wasted on interest payments. But here's something people rarely talk about. Building wealth isn't just about the math. It's about mindset. Every dollar you earn is like an employee. You can either send that dollar out to work for you, building more wealth, or you can spend it and never see it again. Millionaires understand this. They don't see saving as sacrifice. They see it as buying freedom. A powerful example of this is Ronald Read, a janitor who died with an $8 million fortune. He never earned a big salary. What he did was live modestly, invest consistently, and let compounding do its magic. His story proves that this works no matter where you start. So let's tie this all together. Can you make your first $1 million with just a regular job? Absolutely. The path is straightforward. Save early, invest consistently, avoid lifestyle inflation, treat your career like a business, add a side hustle if you can, eliminate high-interest debt, and most importantly, stay patient. Millionaire status isn't built overnight. It's built one smart choice at a time, day after day, year after year. And the beautiful part is, if you start now, your future self will thank you in ways you can't even imagine. Now here's my question to you. Are you going to start today, or are you going to keep waiting for the perfect moment? Because the truth is, that perfect moment doesn't exist. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll get there. If this video helped you think differently about your financial future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me for the next one. We're just getting started.